What's going on, Garbage Unlimited family? How you guys doing today? It's your boy Garbage Unlimited. Please hit that like and subscribe. Leave any comments for any future videos that you guys would love to see. But yeah, guys, let's get on to the first stop right here. Normally, what I do here is I go in head on, and I back out through where the cops are standing right now, and I make like a wide turn, if you know what I mean. That's the way that I do enter. I enter this location and I exit. But I had to go back out, exactly where I came in from. Hey, 2-pointer here. You see me with my gloves here. So that I can open the corral doors here. I tend to use my glove all the time because the simple fact that you have these critters, rats, raccoons, possums, they all climb through on these corral doors, so make sure you're always wearing your gloves. Now, one thing about me here is I as you guys gonna see, I hook onto the container and I dump it right there and then. Now, if you ever wanting to do front end, always make sure once you hook onto a container, you stick your head out and watch for any low wires. Now, once I dump the container and I bring it right back down, I get it as close as possible to the ground. If the container has wheels, I just tilt it a little bit and the container will come off the forks. Normally when I'm backing out of here, I back onto where you see the cop car is at, and I turn on my left. So that's like a Y shape here. But since they were there today, I just backed off to the street. Always make sure when you're backing out to a street, highway, or wherever you backing out on to the street, make sure you back out in an angle. Never back out straight, because you're actually backing out blindly if your truck is not equipped with a side camera. But since I'm doing this at night, there's not a lot of traffic at night, so that's why I backed out completely to the street. Okay, this is the second stop out of 85 here, onto my right. Now I stopped before I even hook onto the container because I had to report this container to my dispatch that it was overloaded. Now, always make sure you be careful when you dump in a container like this, because any of those items could hit your windshield and break it. Will I drop any onto my lid? Let's see. Hey, sometimes it's luck and sometimes it's skills. I don't know what was it here, but we made it. This container had that pallet, the one behind it, right on the side, so it fell out. I tried not to push it back and damage that pallet behind the container. Now I normally back out here and I try to get the trunk in an angle because this is the only way that I'll be able to back out here. As you guys can see, nobody's giving me way here, so the best way to do it is get the truck in an angle. You'll be able to see a little better. You back out onto the highway and be about the day. That's the best approach you could do to tricky stops like these. Normally you won't see somebody doing this during the day because this is not possible with all the traffic influx, you know. All right, now we're on the way onto our third stop, which is within 2 blocks away from the previous one. Now the way this container is set up is sitting alongside the establishment and the sidewalk right on next to this highway, and actually the container is right under some wires. So what I do here is I hook onto the container and I position myself away from these wires, and that's the safest, you know, approach you could do here. There's not much room here to move, so now I move a little forward and I proceed with the dump. Not everything came out on the first one, so I give it a little tap. Now the container is empty. Now what I actually try to do here is everything I did at the beginning in reverse. Always make sure that you're paying attention to the wires, because sometimes these wires during summertime they tend to sag a little more because of the heat, and sometimes these trucks they have, you know, stuff on top that they actually, these wires they could get hooked onto, and you could pull them without even knowing. So always make sure you're always looking up. Another pointer, guys, whenever you backing out of a location, or you actually backing out, you know, always abide by this rule, which I always do, is look onto your left mirror, your camera, and your right mirror, and subsequently keep doing this until you back out and finish backing out of locations, you know. Now I got pretty scared here because I thought my exit ramp was closed here. I don't know what's going on in New Jersey now, man. It's like every exit ramp is closed. Or they're doing some construction. Here we are approaching our fourth stop. Normally garbage routes, their stops, they're pretty close to each other. I wouldn't say the same for cardboard routes. Cardboard routes, you tend to drive a little more, since you have certain stops they don't have a cardboard container like this stop right here. This one only has a garbage container in it. we are on our 5th stop of the day. Now, I don't know why this corral door was open, but they just finished replacing this door. Someone must have hit it and bent it. One thing here about this stop is whenever you pull in this container, make sure you have both feet on the ground. That gives you a little more leverage on your pulls than actually having one foot on the floor. Make sure whenever you're about to hook onto a container that you have a lot of precision, because you could hit the container and this container will run away from you. Alright guys, now you guys are gonna see I'm gonna bring down the arms and the container is gonna sit flatly on the surface, and I'm gonna back off of it. Now I did it differently here on the first stop, which the first stop I brought the container down just enough, and I tilted the fork and the container rolled off from the fork. Now this is the other way that you could do it. There's a bunch of different ways that you could always do it, you know. Just don't always settle for one. Do all of them. Let me know down in the comment section if you guys are learning anything from my videos, which you guys would love to see any future videos. I would greatly appreciate that. What's going on, man? We just try to pick up my last stop. From here I'm headed to the dump. It's pretty insane that you think about that you stuffed 42 stops inside of a garbage truck. You know you have 10 yarders, 8 yarders, 6 yarders, 4 yarders, 3 yarders, and a 2 yarders. Man, hey, mind you, and a lot of these stops are bulky stops. This will be the last favorite here. Hit the like and subscribe. Leave any comments. Suggestions, your requests right under that comment section.